Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons. Make sure to subscribe and let's get into it, guys. And I wanted to do kind of an early video, but still something that I wanted to talk a little bit for a while, to be honest. What are the things we already know from the upcoming patch? So as you know, the patch is going to come very soon. The devlog should start soon, and the patch itself should come in early March. So what are the things we can already know for sure before we even start the devlogs? So the first thing is that the 1990s Fox 3's missiles, like M120s, R-77s, and ECAs and stuff, we might see them coming in this patch or the next one. It will probably be between the two. So there is a high possibility that we will already see something like that being added this patch. That would change the game a lot in top tier, and a lot of aircraft would receive that. And I think, honestly, like I said, it will change the meta in top tier for like forever. To be honest, like it will be a completely different way of playing. Even though the missiles, they're not like a big step up in flight performance. The way that they are guided really is different than the missiles that we have radar-wise right now. So that will give players a lot more options on dealing with targets, right? The second thing is that, well, even if we are getting or not, you know, the Fox 3 missiles, don't expect the next step up of jets to come. It was already denied that we will have basically a big patch for aircraft in the next one. So, of course, there will always be aircraft and tanks and ships every single patch, but there are some specific patches that they do that basically add a lot more, you know. So, for example, the last patch of the year last year and the last patch of 2022, they were filled with new top tier aircraft, right? And then, like, shortly afterwards, they normally just take a chill, you know, and not really add a bunch of new top tier aircraft, and it makes sense, right? So don't expect anything like that, although expect some aircraft, at least 1, 2, 3 new, like, higher tier jets or something, but don't expect a whole bunch of top dogs for every single country like we see, or for a lot of countries like we see in the latest patches, or normally in December, right? So yeah, and with that, of course, the third thing is that the aircraft denied already showed that, right? The F-2000, the Eurofighter, and of course the F-18 were already denied, so that shows a little bit that we are not going towards that situation in the next patch. And with that, you can already deny a bunch of other aircraft like the Rafale, and to be honest, any other 4+, 4.5 generation aircraft, you know. So yeah, it's kind of, I was going to say sad, but it's not really though. I mean, there's always going to be like this, right? It's like patches that are filled with new top tier jets and patches that are not filled with that. I'm honestly just hopeful that they focus a little bit more on the game modes of top tier than just the aircraft, because that's the main problem that I see happening right now, right? The fourth thing is, of course, as I said before, the devlogs should start to come very soon, around mid-February. So we might see the first devlogs during this week, late this week or early next week. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see the first one on a Thursday this week or Friday or even before that. But it should be coming mid this week. And of course the patch coming in the first half of March. Probably. Of course, I always say probably because things can change, and normally we only know these things because we look at the past patches that they added, right? So we can actually have an idea of where the schedule that they have is, but it's not a perfect, like, you know, thing. It's just a kind of an idea on when things are going to happen or not, right? The fifth thing is very interesting as well. As you know, we will see another event coming together in early March probably. And this time we already know that it's going to be an aircraft. A lot of people are saying even, oh, the F-20 is coming, because of that leak and stuff. But of course, that leak, as I said, half of it was 100% fake, and the other half was doubtful, you know, so we don't know if it's correct or not. So we will only time will tell, actually. And of course, the more we go closer to a patch, the more we will see stuff like that disappearing on the places, like on the forum, on the Reddit, etc. Right? So, but yeah, at least we can confirm that there will be another event, just like we are having with the 2902. But now it will be an aircraft. So yeah, let me know in the comments what aircraft would you like to see as an event vehicle for the next event, right? And the last thing is, of course, the first round of changes from the roadmap. So the roadmap was presented a little while back. I think it was around what, like late January, right? Like the 30th of January. And with that thing, they added a lot of things, like that they are planning to add in the first major update of 2024. So all of the things that are in the first like little box that they added is going to be added in the first major, right? So an aircraft fuel slider, the solving the issue with duplicated stock air-to-air missiles in the weapon selector, improving the synchronization of the object destruction on maps, minimap enemy aircraft detection zones near aircraft respawns points in ground realistic battles, new tutorial missions for some of the guided stuff, guided ammunition and stuff, improving the replenishment mechanics and reducing maximum replenish time for ground vehicles on capture points, so on and so on. I'm not gonna name every single one of them, but yes, they are of course going to add every single thing that were, or I mean, at least they are saying that they will add every single thing that was in the first part of that like on the first part of that roadmap on the first patch already. So even though we might not see anything too big in the next patch, in this like first 2024 patch, it will of course get things started with the roadmap, and it might get things started with changing the meta with Fox trees and everything like that. So it's still going to be a very interesting patch, and we already know that, not even like knowing what is actually coming with the dev vlogs and stuff. So I'm really excited. And yeah, let me know in the comments what are you most excited about, or what are you the most hopeful about coming in the first patch of 2024. But this is it for the video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe. As always, I have a secondary channel for GTA and other content. Subscribe to that if you want, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.